I remember Method Man said, if the label allows you to pick the single, like against what they pick, they're done with you. Like they just trying to get you out the way.
I can see that, but we never experienced that because we had a different mentality going in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had leverage in the beginning.
Right.
So the labels wasn't really involved until we turned in the album in, like, here, this is what we doing, this is the play, put the money behind it. Mm-hmm. So that's how it worked with us for the most part.
Right. At this point, how involved is Dr. Dre in the projects that you guys dropped now?
Dre always come in and listen for sure and go through and he'll give his opinion on what it is. Mm-hmm. That's about the extent of it. Because it's like he said from the beginning, like he'll help when he can, if he see fit. If not, you can continue to do what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all doing at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
how big was that moment when Snoop and Game crowned Kendrick on stage in front of everybody?
That was a moment, for sure. I think everybody was emotional at that point.
Did you know what was happening?
Nah, that was impromptu. It was, yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta stand on stage, it's Snoop, it's Game, it's Corrupt. Then it's J-Rock there. Dr. Dre is in the audience. You know what I'm saying? This is Kendrick big show in LA. Mm-hmm. So like for Snoop to stop and say what he said, like that was, to me that marked the point, like, all right, this is his now at this point. Mm-hmm. Like that was the literal passing of the torch. And with all of those guys, like, you know what I mean, Game rap, Corrupt rap, you know what I'm saying? Snoop was the guy.
Right.
So for them to all be in agreement and say, yeah, you the one, that was a special moment.
Nobody woke up the next morning like, yo, nah, I was drunk, nigga. It's on, nigga. Next record, watch. I'm coming for you, nigga.
Nah, that was a moment. It was like everything was building, like, and it all came to that point. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like the cap on everything for that time frame.
Which album was that?
That was, I don't know if Good Kid, Mad City was out yet, or maybe it just came out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was somewhere between Section 80 and Good Kid.
Okay, but before Pimp.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
That was a moment. I kept thinking to myself, I've never seen anything like that happen before.
Right.
Because we from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, like, that's the fairy tale moment of what hip hop was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That thing, like the older guys who was carrying it, passing it down to the next generation. Mm-hmm. Like a literal pass down, like, here, this is yours now.
Yeah, it's yours. In front of everybody.
Yeah, like that was
like
dope.
You can't debate this later.
Right.
We did it in front of everybody.
It was,
you know what I mean?
It was like saying, this the guy, like, that's it.
Yeah, it's not like you in an interview like, yo, you know, I was in the studio with such and such. They said, I got it.
You're right.
No, they showed the world.
Like everyone, though, like all of them.
It just shows you that for Snoop to do that, he was confident in what himself and what he built. You know what I mean? What he did, the way he paved.
Right.
It was like for him to do that just showed you know what I mean, a lot. Like a lot of people won't do that. They try to hold on until they can't hold on no more.
Right.
So much respect for that.
Awesome. Did you think when Drake did that with J. Cole, was that a shot at Kendrick?
We saw at the concert?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, man.
I don't know why, but I feel like it was. I don't know
what did he say? I don't remember what he said.
When he was like, you know, people always argue, is it Cole, is it Drake, is it Kendrick? It's you. It's you. I just feel like
I ain't see that one.
I feel like low-key be doing shit like that.
For the record, his Drake impression is better than my Busta impression.
Dog for that.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
It's you. It's you. You're number one.
That's funny. Nah, I didn't see that one when he said that.
Because he ain't ever say who number 2 and number 3 was. You knew he wasn't number 3.
Wait, so he was saying Cole was number 1?
Yeah, he said Cole was number 1.
Okay.
He was like, you're above me. You're number one. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So that means.
I mean, Kendrick number 3. Oh.
I ain't see that.
Wow. Said, Doc,
2 days from now,
2 days from
he
now.
gonna be in Kendrick's head talking about, so you know. I was on the My Expert Opinion
It
show.
just be like little sneaky shots.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm
it's
saying?
petty like that up there, bro. It's
You
real
know this
petty.
nigga Math is laughing at you, right? Like,
Yo, man, hey, man.
But you know what, Drake
You can
is-
clear it up if you want.
Drake
you know?
is a competitor though.
Yes, he
Like,
is.
I mess
Yes,
with
he
that
is.
for sure.
But he's the competitor that's like, there's no reason for me to compete.
Oh, that's the impression
You
he
know what I'm
gave.
saying? Like,
his way
it's, like, at this point, we've done so much with our careers. It's just there's no reason to compete. I think
Yo.
right now everybody's just having fun. We're
Oh
just
my
creating.
goodness.
So he like sneaky.
But deep down, it's like, nigga, I'm number one, nigga. Fuck that shit.
I think rappers go through spells where sometimes I feel like I'm better than everybody on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But then on some days I watch some dope shit and I'll be like, these niggas like I seen KRS-One the other night.
Hold on, before you even say that,
don't even
you know
make
how
no
many
sense.
conversations we've had in here that start with, I saw KRS-One the other night, like,
Nigga,
Bruh,
it don't
to this
make no
day,
sense for
like-
him to be that good, B. Like it really don't. I don't care.
We
when
need you on the show,
you
son.
You might
We
have
need you on the
stopped
show.
listening. You might have stopped listening to KRS-One albums a couple of years. You
Yeah.
outgrow certain shit.
Yeah.
But you stand there live next to this nigga.
You remind your
You
ass.
like get the nigga. And then he throw Razzcazz on the mic, right?
Well, that's disrespect.
And then when Razzcazz get off the mic, Raz is like, my bad, I should have passed you. I'm like, listen, this ain't your show. You don't pass me his, you know what I'm saying, his equipment, right? It's all good.
Right.
But 10 seconds later, I didn't come with no raps. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come prepared. You gotta run through some shit in your head. Not him. That nigga freestyles for hours.
Yeah, that's wild.
And shit that sound like writtens too. Only reason you know it's a freestyle is because he talking about the shit going on.
happening
in the
right there.
Look. There are
ridiculous.
freaks of nature.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Like, and if you go back far enough, you can find that motivation that just powers everything. Like Clark Kent, his first time playing records for someone was for his grandmother. There was a record that she loved, and he used to get the record ready before she came in the house. As soon as she came in, she used to play it. That joy that he got from that fueled his whole existence.
Yeah.
But if you spin it back far enough, there's a moment like that for all those people who operate like that. That just
KRS-One.
and it's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's about that feeling that they're just addicted to getting.
That shit probably came from embarrassing other MCs.
I don't know, but bruh, that nigga's ridiculous.
You go back far enough, it's just him embarrassing the shit out of
And
somebody.
I think 2-3 years ago on an August afternoon, I might have thought I was better than KRS-One. Right? You understand? The student surpassing the teacher, because he's one of my teachers. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know I'm dope. Like you can't tell me I'm not. I'm not gonna believe you or whatever. But that shit this nigga was putting on the clinic.
Yeah,
You
certain
understand what I'm
things, but
saying?
certain things you just don't say out loud.
Just like, nah. Right.
Like one day I said out loud, I thought I was better than LL Cool J, and it cost me a record deal.
Look, listen.
Facts.
But
Facts.
I always tell people, as a rapper, it's almost in the handbook for you to say you the best. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's in the fucking instructions. That.
By the way, shout out to LL.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
My man. This guy does, he's a machine.
Yeah, I was at Rock the Bells. Him too.
Son, he does 2-hour performances with no hype man
And all hits.
in 110-degree weather.
That's wild,
And
bro.
it don't even look like he's
With a
tired
velour suit.
when he gets off the show, bro. I don't even know if he sweats. Does he sweat? Does this man? Listen, man. Look, you got it.
He
I'm
put
sorry.
on one
I
of
was
the
young.
illest shows
I'm
I've
sorry.
ever seen. He performed. He was the first person I've ever seen perform on a circular stage. It was literally people 360 degrees around him, and the show never got There were no slow moments, and he. This is cliche, but he was killing every corner. Everybody was, and when he turned to face them, they went extra nuts. And then his back was turned, and they was jamming. He faced them again, and they went nuts. And he did that with Ev, and like the whole room was just in a frenzy by the time he was. I just said I was watching.
That's wild.
Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you do I didn't even know they made stages like that.
Yeah.
There were literally people all around him.
Incredible.
He never stopped. He never stopped moving.
That's
It
mad.
is what it is.
There's levels, bro.
Nah, it is. I
Some
think
of y'all gotta learn.
who did that for me was a Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh.
I opened up for Kane. I think I was like 27. I wasn't mad basketball shape then, but I was tired by the end. I had a 20-minute set. I was kind of tired.
Right.
Yeah, like an hour and 20 set. Old nigga doing backflips and shit. I'm like, wait, what?
Full splits.
Boom, boom, full
Look.
split. I'm saying, yo. Yeah, that's
With the shoulder,
yeah,
do everything.
that shit
Bruh.
was different. Yeah,
Bruh.
made me step my
it's
performance
a
up,
different.
for
It was
sure.
a different type of love, and these were guys who studied the craft. They studied it.
They
Like
came-
there was a James Brown video somewhere in Big Daddy Kane's coming up that he was like,
Then I think I heard him in an interview say that Dougie Fresh pulled his coat, like, yo, give you a couple of, you know what I'm saying, here's and there's and make your shit better.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. Like,
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.